Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, I've talked to the police and got that police report filed. So that's a little update. Now, you're probably wondering, what do people usually do to de-stress from something like this happen? Well, it's easy to want to de-stress right away, but the fact is that when you've got something when you've got something you absolutely have to address, it's best to just get it done on the spot. Like, honestly, sorry. Do apologize. I was enjoying a little bit of just a small bit of coffee. When you have Adderall, yeah, you really should not be having too much coffee when you have it. But I do like my coffee, so that is one thing I have to work on. I've definitely cut way back on what kind of coffee I drink, though, because you have to cut down on your coffee a little bit. So when you have the Adderall, because it really interferes and eats away at the medication, because coffee is very acidic and it does a lot of damage to the effects you're supposed to get from Adderall. So I take like a very very small little cup of it. That's what I do. A very very no sorry no yeah very very small cup of coffee is usually what I have in the morning, and mainly it's just because I like the taste of coffee. I know people say, "Wait, you like the taste? We just like, you know, that we have coffee. Very 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 coffee." But no, me, I do like the taste of coffee. I do like the taste of a good brew. So but one of the things that you gotta do is you gotta address things like first and right away. And with my ADHD, a big thing that I've had a bad habit of, and that's something I forgot to mention in my last video, and you understand your impulses, you understand what makes you tick. Like, I'm much more controlled in my conversation and listening to people, and I don't get the negative thought spiral as much, which is something that absolutely, your ADHD absolutely murders you with the negative thought spiral. That is one of the worst things that can happen to you, and it does. So what I do is I basically, what I do to avoid the negative thought spiral, what do I do is I think about positive things. Like, I know, like, Adderall made me recognize the tics. So what I do right now is when I understand tics, when I feel like a negative thought coming, the first thing that I do, is just either take a deep breath or think of something else. Or I have a little notebook by me and I write down the negative thought, and then I understand why it's a negative thought and why I need to stop thinking about it. Because I've had a lot of negative thoughts, and when you have the negative thoughts spiral from ADHD, it is literally it's just a carousel of just getting kicked in the balls. That's what it is. Literally a carousel of getting kicked in the balls. Like, just one, then one. Sometimes most of your thoughts aren't even related to the conversation you're in, and you still experience them. Like when you have that negative thought spiral. So for me, life has always been a struggle. It's going to be a struggle. But at least with the Adderall, I understand the negative thoughts, and I can feel much more optimistic about these things. And this is actually a lot of the reason why I'm doing this channel, because now I don't want to see kind of the process on how I come up with my comedy. Of course, my comedy, that I'm working on. But also, I want you to get an idea and decide in my head and why I need to change and what I'm doing to try to change. And also, if there is anyone else who's trying to go on the Adderall, you can watch my channel and just maybe make it the idea. Because me, I do Lyft on the side to pay the bills. I don't pay that much because the Lyft Express drive, I hardly have any time to actually do that enough to make good money off of it. So just has not been very good. Hasn't been very good. So that's why I was trying to get my Kia fixed up. But obviously, shit happens. Your car gets broken into. So it's one more thing, Luckily, I have enough saved up to offset. I might lose a little bit in my first 2 months here trying to relocate to Vegas. But, it's just what I got to do. So it's not all going to be all flowers. You're going to have some bugs that, are in there along the way. So, that's my mentality, that's my reasoning for it. So I know I have a very interesting way of talking to people. That's one of the things I realized that helped me with my stand-up comedy, was that I have a very interesting way of describing things. And the funniest thing is, when you understand when you have ADHD, how you respond to people when you're out there, when you have ADHD, like how you respond to them. Because when sometimes when people talk to you, you answer in a completely different way than you normally should. So for me, I just got late diagnosed at age 27. I got late diagnosed. I have a bachelor's and a master's degree, and it's hard to even tell I had that with the work and the career that I've had. Like, you would never believe I had a bachelor's and a master's degree. I've done a lot of projects, but I've never finished the projects. And a big reason why is just because, you know, when you have so much like overload on your senses, you can't really commit to it. But the one thing that I've done that's really good with the ADHD has honestly been comedy. Comedy has helped me so much with my ADHD because I wanted it. I want to be like, I want to really be a good comic. So every day, I'm doing a set, I'm always at an open mic, even if I don't really have anything like, completely planned, or I don't have anything up there. If I didn't really think of it, I still go up there and I go on stage anyway, because it's a new experience, it's a new learning lesson. You get up stage, because one thing that no matter how hard you try, like, no matter if you don't have the best material, you're going on stage and you're getting an experience, and you're knowing what it's like when you don't have that material. So, you understand that. Luckily tonight, though, I do have a performance at Rick's Roll and Smoke BBQ, home of the Pawn Stars, which I'm really happy about. So, I go up there and I'm gonna enjoy it. I really am going to enjoy going on stage and doing a set. It's interesting. I probably had one of the worst things that could have happened to me today. Having my car broken into. And also one of the best things, getting featured, a 10-minute set I got tonight, Rick's Roll and Smoke BBQ. That's where I'll be performing. Rick's Roll and Smoke BBQ. I'm going to be going there. I'm going to be performing. I'm going to be knocking it out. It's like, as much as life hits you in the balls, you got to remember, when you got goals that you got to go ahead, you just got to pull through and you got to do it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going up there. I'm going to perform it. But immediately what I did, first thing I did, I got that police report done. Got that done immediately. I got my car cleaned out. I'll be showing you guys some footage of me cleaning my car. I just want to kind of make that look a little bit neater, because that's not kind of like an on-the-spot video like what I'm doing right now. But if you guys like my channel, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to like any of these videos. This is essentially just my commentary, like, my daily vlogs. You'll also get my commentary on like any issues that are going around right now. So it's that's one of the things I just love to do. I just love, I love this. This is kind of new for me, really posting this on YouTube. I've never been a more open person, so I'm trying to become that open person now, and that's also another goal. I want not only develop my career, but I want to develop as a person. And so that's what I'm working on. And I wonder if this will show up in the video. You're probably hearing all the Facebook things pinging in, because when you're doing marketing, you're in a lot of groups and you're always posting stuff out there. So that's what I'm doing right now. But in the meantime, I'm finding a good way to detox, and I'll just detox from the stress. And I'm going to keep you guys updated throughout the day. Thank you.